Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about forced freight. What is it and how to avoid it when you're shipping in and out of your next trade show? So what is forced freight? Well, anyone that's had this experience knows all too well it's something that is not very fun, but forced freight is actually something that happens. It happens when, after the show, you put all your display material and marketing material back in the booths or crates that they came in. They move everything to the shipping dock, but nobody shows up to pick up your stuff. So then the contracted carrier for the show will actually take your stuff and they will move it either back to the advanced warehouse or they will attempt to move it to a location that's on your material handling agreement. Now, why is this a bad thing? Well, first of all, you lose total control of your freight and you might not even know where it is for a few days. Secondly, if they do attempt to ship it to a location, as you can imagine, they do not give you very favorable rates. This is not a planned shipment for them, so they will bill you accordingly. Definitely something that you want to avoid. So how can this happen? Well, first of all, you might have just forgotten to schedule a carrier to come in after the show. Secondly, you might have scheduled a carrier, but they did not make the required check-in time at the marshaling yard to pick up your stuff. If they're not there when they're supposed to be there, then the show carriers will take your freight and they'll force it. Thirdly, we have seen decorators accidentally take freight. Even though you had a carrier coming in, by the time they got there, there was nothing there to pick up because the show had mistakenly taken your freight and put it on their trucks. So how can you avoid forced freight? Well, first and the most important thing is when you are working with a carrier to pick up after a show, make sure there's someone that has experience in the trade show industry, that they've done pickups and deliveries at convention centers before. Some carriers won't go pick up if they know it is a trade show, so you do want to confirm with your carrier that they know what they're getting into. Because there are very specific rules and procedures at trade shows that drivers have to follow to make sure they can get to the docks to get your freight. Secondly, when you're filling out your material handling agreement, make sure you clearly mark the carrier that you have coming in, as well as their phone number and a contact name. Also, it's a good idea to keep a copy of this on you during the show and after the show, just in case something happens, you can prove that you did tell them your carrier was coming to pick up your freight. And thirdly, when you are packaging everything to go into the trade show, either in a crate or maybe cases that you use, we recommend just putting something on it that will clearly identify it as yours. We've seen people put big logo stickers on their stuff or even use spray paint bright colors of their logo or just make marks on their freight. Anything that shows that it's yours will give it less chance of being mistaken for somebody else's once the show's over. So that's it on forced freight. If you have any other questions about trade show shipping or you need help shipping in and out of your next trade show, feel free to reach out to ARC. We'd be glad to help. Also, I'm going to link to two blogs we've recently done on trade shows. One is the benefits and drawbacks of shipping direct to show, and the other one is benefits and drawbacks of using the advanced warehouse. Thanks for watching, and I hope your next show goes great.